started. Midnight at the Oasis. I can't really use that song because it's copyrighted.
Right?
Not willing to pay for it. But hey, Sopa and Pipa, dead. Awesome. Dead.
Okay.
Completely dead.
All right.
You know what that is?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't know about the online piracy thing that the Congress and the Senate were trying to shove down our throats?
Right. Is that dead?
Dead.
Okay, that's
dead.
brilliant. Yay,
dead.
that's a big deal, actually.
Harry Reid pulled it off the Senate side, Boehner pulled it off the Congress side, and Obama
Beautiful.
said it's not going down.
Right.
Authorization Act unconstitutional and looking good.
That may have been a distraction. But see, that was probably a distraction. Something else got passed because everybody was focused on that.
Oh, sure.
And now,
Sure, I'm sure.
you know, puppies will be slaughtered.
But just out of curiosity, why didn't you suggest that as a topic? Now you have to wait till next week because we already have a topic.
Well, you can stand behind me and talk about it.
This week...
This is the Rock Island Arts Festival chair.
Chairs.
Or co-chairs back here.
Both of them.
You know, Patrick and Virginia. And they're very beautiful people because they're doing the Rock Island Arts Festival.
They are
and
beautiful
I love
people.
that.
They are beautiful people. But this week's topic, we suggested topics and we voted on them. And the topic this week is art is introduced in our daily lives, but we have to fight for it to survive. And that's the fight to maintain the art in our daily lives. So first off, Gina, tell us about yourself. You're a photographer.
Oh, Lord. Yes, I'm a photographer. I guess you could say that. I don't call myself that because I rely on my camera way too much. So I'm more of a visual artist or something. I just take moments that I see, and hopefully they come out, and that's about that. I've done some things for Chickasha, you know, Chickasha art.
Do you have any of them with you? You don't have any of them with you, do you? You just have the ones you've been taking around the studio tonight.
I just have the ones I've taken around the studio tonight,
Okay,
which I've gotten some really good stuff that I'm excited about.
When we edit this podcast for viewing, the last week we interviewed Virginia, and that podcast will go online Saturday the 22nd. This podcast will go online the 28th, which is my birthday, by the way.
Oh, happy birthday.
We'll put this podcast online on the 28th. When I edit it and put it online, I'll make sure that there's what she's talking about, her images for Chickasha. I'll have some of them to put in the picture, because I think I can download some of them off of your Facebook.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Gina's a photographer around town. She's done, she published in a book.
Right. It's Chickasha as I see it. And actually, I started taking pictures when I did the Rock Island Arts Festival because people were like, why are you wanting to have a festival in Chickasha? Why are you wanting to have a fine arts festival in Chickasha?
Why do we want to have a festival?
Well, I saw some beautiful scenes in Chickasha, and I was like, okay, so I'm going to start documenting this. So as I was doing the festival, I would take pictures. And I had to go a lot of different places and had to see a lot of different people, so I got some great material. And that's what the book is Chickasha as I see it.
Okay. And again, I'll download some pictures off of Facebook, and I'll put them in the podcast so we can all see those. But the topic tonight, Gina wanted to talk about how we fight to keep art in our daily lives, and I know that's been a struggle for me throughout the years. Is fighting to maintain that level of belief in yourself that you are a creative person. You know, there's people that believe in a higher power, and they believe that they were created in the image of a creator, right? But they don't believe that they were created with that same creative spark, and that doesn't make any sense to me.
I agree.
So tell us how you fight to keep art in your daily life.
Well, I think I just fight in general, with life, but I would say that my biggest conundrum would be that what I was saying a while ago is that we have art infused in our lives on a daily basis, whether we understand that or not. Like, I'm drinking wine right now, but wine itself is an art. The making of wine is an art and the process. I'm a big dance advocate. I think dancing is so important to the soul. Dance is an art, okay? Music, of course, is major art. Everything just from architecture, the houses we live in, to interior design, to fashion, the clothes that we have on our backs, that is definitely art. And so we get up in the morning, we breathe art, and we live art. We may not realize it, but we are. And yet, to me, it blows my mind how artists who create all this beauty have to struggle and fight to be recognized, to be noticed, to live, to pay their bills. It just blows my mind. And the other thing is that really gets me is that every time, and I mentioned this to you earlier this evening, is that every time when the powers to be want to bring in a certain socioeconomic, want to bring in money, whatever they want to do, they always say, oh, we need to start supporting the arts.
Give us an example of that one.
Well,
That's
in the
a, that's
sense
a broad,
of,
that's a broad
it
statement.
is a broad. Okay, it is a broad. I agree, but they will then start. They will start supporting the local community theater. They will start supporting art festivals.
Okay.
They will start helping to develop low interest loans for an artist community, which is some things that I have tried to spearhead here in town. Is low interest loans to artisans to live and work in a space and create an artisan community in Chickasha.
Right.
We need to be a destination spot. Chickasha needs to be a destination spot. We don't need to go around and follow everybody else's tail of what they've been doing, because that's what they've been doing.
Sure.
We need to make ourselves an individualized destination spot. So one way we do that is to let's celebrate the artists that we have here. We have some amazing artists in town. Absolutely. And when I did the Rock and Arts Festival, I met all kinds of crazy, wonderful artistic
Sure.
people in this town, local right now. You know what I'm saying?
Now, for those of you, I have a worldwide audience. We'll have people,
Hey, world.
Australia, New Zealand.
Love it.
Seriously,
Yay.
they're
Sprechen
not,
Sie Deutsch.
they're not watching right now, but I promise you, I have people all over the world that will watch this recording.
Nice.
Have no clue where Chickasha is.
Chickasha,
But
Oklahoma.
what you should know about Chickasha is Chickasha is rural Oklahoma, really. I mean, we have 18,000 people.
It's got 17,000.
About 17,000 people in the town, which is big for Oklahoma. It's a big town for Oklahoma. But what we have in this town that is unique is we have the nation's only liberal arts, publicly funded liberal arts college, and we don't have a single public gallery in town.
Exactly.
We don't have an art museum. We don't have a public gallery. We don't have anything because the public is all workforce, blue collar. They don't believe that they should pump money into the arts. They believe that that's a waste of time, and that you should put that stuff aside and go to work. But the truth of the matter is they don't believe that. They profess that as a group mentality, as a gang mentality. They profess that. But the truth is, on an individual basis, they all say, "Oh, I used to paint when I was a child."
Exactly.
You'll hear that from so many people. And I used to draw when I was younger, but I put that aside so that I could go to work and feed my family. You'll hear that all over the place. But I don't think that's specific to Chickasha. I think that's worldwide.
Regional, yeah. But here's the thing is that art, I think, scares people because it is a form of expression. And I think a lot of times expression in general starts to scare people. And people are truly controlled by fear. I think on a daily basis, most people are controlled by fear.
Right.
And they make their decisions based on fear, which is ridiculous.
Sure.
Because you wind up with that end result. But that's how we govern ourselves.
Yeah.
And
it's difficult. It's difficult to open your heart up and put your heart out there for everybody to see. It really is. But one of the things we stress on the Artistic Biker Live, which is a different show, but one of the things we stress is that you don't have to show it to anybody.
Right.
You can do it and benefit from it. You can paint on a canvas, and then if you want to, you can take that canvas outside and burn it. You don't ever have to show it to anybody, but you can benefit from it just by doing it, just by expressing yourself.
And I think that's beautiful. I really do. But I think that a lot of times artists need to take it a few more steps and get their art out from behind the couch so that other people can enjoy it and benefit from it as well. I'm a big advocate of let's figure out a way to take that art and get it out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about advertising and marketing, which is an art within itself.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Paula Phillips. Paula Phillips is a friend of mine online. She's journal artista. She's published. She's got some DVDs out about making art journals.
Very cool.
And she's a good friend of mine. And one of the things that she's always saying about her artwork is that when the pages that she hates the most are the ones that get the most views, the ones that get the most praise on Flickr and all the videos.
Interesting.
The ones that she, if she had her choice, would destroy and not share with anybody are the ones that the people love the most.
Uh-huh.
And so when you think about that, when you create stuff and you say, "Oh, nobody wants to see this. Oh, this is ugly. Nobody likes this." The truth of the matter is you don't like it because you don't like the feeling you felt when you did it. But that doesn't mean that it's not beautiful work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree with that. Because I literally, like I just said to Patrick a while ago, that I do not have, and I realized that when I sent to him, I don't have any of my artwork in my house. Like I have no photography of my own in my house. But it's because I've got my walls covered in other artists' work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I want to support them.
Right.
But I was trying to figure out why do I not have any of my artwork. I've looked at my stuff and people, "Oh my God, I love that, I love that." I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I really, truly only have about 3 photos that I love of my stuff. Mm-hmm. The rest of them, like, yeah, I could leave it. But people are like, and that's what they're into. But again, I think that we're all wired. I mean, we're all wired to appreciate. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I think that's what happens is that you have that out there, and they appreciate it.
That's right.
So anyway.
So how do you fight to keep art in your daily life? Bring that home for us. What is your fight like? What is your struggle? What do you do to overcome it?
I don't know. That's a really hard question for me because my whole mentality, which I guess I need to work on this, is this has been eye-opening for me tonight, is that I guess I fight all the time.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's like breathing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure out how do I fight for my art. I mean, when I was on the Arts Council, I was on the Arts Council board and stuff, I really that was important to me, and I think I utilized my skills as best as I could on the Arts Council, so I guess that would be a fight. On a daily basis now, I mean, it's a struggle for me just to go and take pictures. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just a struggle right now for me to go and take pictures, but I still do it.
Right.
Because I see it, and I'm like, oh wow, I want to capture that.
Sure.
And I don't know if I wouldn't say I struggle for me. Let's put it that way. I don't struggle for me. I struggle for other artists. Okay? When I meet a beautiful person who I see has talent and creativity, I'm all about promoting them however I can. Either spreading the word via Facebook, social networks, or introducing to somebody, a contact or whatever, or just getting them a gig, because again, it's whatever art is in your mind. So I would say that I wouldn't really struggle for myself, but I definitely struggle for artists every day.
Sure, and one of the things in this studio particularly, art is a verb.
Love that. Yeah, it is.
So
exactly.
we use art as a verb. You come here to art. You come here. Matter of fact, this whole evening is about arting together in friendship and kinship, and
arting.
And so we're here arting tonight. And I'm painting over here, and Gina's running around here taking photographs. Patrick's over there doing a self-portrait.
Which is really good. Wait. I brought his book over here because I want to show his self-portrait. I thought it was awesome.
I didn't see what Virginia was working on, but we're all here arting tonight, and that is how. Here's Patrick's self-portrait.
Here, can you see this word I put?
Yeah, they can see it.
Oh, look, you kind of say Jesus Christ.
There's Patrick's.
Don't take that.
Patrick kind of looks like.
See, isn't that cool? I mean, really, I love that. I was so impressed. I cannot draw at all. My perspective is so skewed. Go figure.
You should come to drawing class.
Depth of field is terrible. But anyway.
But what we do to overcome the struggle for keeping art in our daily lives is we art every day. We make a point.
Right.
We make a point to art every day. I draw every day. I paint every day. I art every day, and I encourage everybody else to art every day in some fashion. Even I don't care what your art is, haiku, photography. Surely you've got a camera on your phone.
I do. That's true.
You could take pictures all day long.
Yes.
So just art every day would help keep that.
I agree.
I agree.
I'm lazy.
And the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and the more it spreads, because people see you doing it and they get inspired by you doing it, and they're like, oh well, if she can do that, well, I wonder if I can do that too.
Right.
And you don't have to show it to anybody, but you probably should, because it's probably worth showing. Gina, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
It's nice to meet your audience.
And Widget, thanks for staying awake. We've got a couple other Ustreamers in there that didn't log into the chat room, but those of you that are watching the recording, give it up for Gina Zhidov.
Zhidov.
Good job. All right.